Dick Whittington and His Cat. There was once a poor boy called Dick Whittington. Lived in small village in south of England. He had no proper home for both his parents had died, and he was unkindly treated by many of villagers. One day, Dick overheard someone says that the streets of London were paved with gold, and he decided that he could go there at once and pick his fortune up in gold pieces from the streets. For he thought people might treat him more kindly if he were rich. So the young Dick set out to walk to London. He had gone far when a man in a carriage stopped him and asked if he was running away from home. Dick answered, "I have no home. I am on my way to London to find my fortune. I am going to London myself. Jump up here beside me and we will journey together." They arrived in London just before nightfall, and the carrier left Dick and made his way to an inn. Poor Dick stood alone and looked around him in dismay. And the carter left Dick and made his way to inn. Poor Dick stood alone and looked around him in dismay. Where was that all fine gold? All he could see were dirty streets and lot of unfriendly people. He had nowhere to sleep, and in the end, he spent the night in the corner of an alley, where he hoped he could come to no harm. The next morning, Dick woke up cold, miserable, and very hungry. He wandered around begging for food, but again and again people shouted at him, "Go away, you lazy fellow, be off with you," and aimed angry blows at his head. At last he collapsed in the street and lay there 2 weeks to look further for food. By chance, Dick had fallen in front of the house belonging